Buonanotte and good evening at the best at Villa La Collina in Cadenabbia, a place where trust has always been the core. Konrad Adenauer, after Europe in the ruins, all the tragedy in the Second World War, Europe was built upon trust. Trust between humans, between responsible humans. That led to trust between nations. That led to exchange between the young. Use exchange and thus friendship on the ruins of wars. Nowadays, we can look forward to an opportunity, to the wealth of opportunities, to a positive future. And our expertise, our conference, the best, digital ecosystems, blockchain evolution, and smart technology, the think tank conference here at Villa La Collina, where Konrad Adenauer's summer residence was, we had the privilege the last 3 days to think tank from various perspectives on the digital age, trust, and the contribution for sustainable transformation. And that trust, as we have discussed, goes hand in hand with passion, with quality, bravo, like esprit, bella Italia, but also with seriousness. Seriousness for our common future, for our planet. And we as in a privileged position in academia, in industry, in politics, we can work for our children and grandchildren for this common good future. And therefore, based on our competence of the digital age and all that surrounds it, that makes it possible, and the threats that derive from it, with all these fractions and all these divides, we have the opportunity and had the aim to define here in Cadenabbia the best Cadenabbia agenda, focusing on trust for sustainable transformation. Now, what I'm going to present here is not my work. It's the work of us. And it's not the work of 3 days. It's the work that brings to the essence several centuries, I wouldn't say millenniums, of expertise in the field of digital, in academia and industry, and of course, personal life with our families, in communities, and in the society. And thus this Cadenabbia agenda, the best Cadenabbia agenda, which I outline and will fall down in a preamble and in principles, and then on top, approaches. It's the nucleus of our lifespan, the lifespan of the people who have participated, and your beloved ones, your colleagues, locally, internationally, and what you believe in the values, your personal values, quality values, the values within your family, within your village, within your society, and all of us have international context, so with the global perspective. Now, this is not preliminary, but we will fine-tune things and especially extend the approaches. And now I have the honor to give a glance on the best Cadenabbia agenda and our common creation, our common result of a long time of lifespan of in digital age and in real life. So the preamble, our world is certainly not a perfect world. It's an imperfect place. And people have always come up from the Stone Age, when you had the stones, to cut after becoming hunters, to cut the meat. We have always summoned technologies. And technologies to better our lives, not to technologies for themselves, to better our lives. That's what we have discussed very intensively and debated about. Our concern must be that the technologies we use, that they really have the benchmark to this responsibility to improve the well-being of all individuals, of all human beings, of well, and the towards animals and our living planet, so the whole ecosystem around us. That's number one of what we have here debated, and is underpinned with keynotes on video. For example, Weizsäcker was here about our common future and everything, and the keynote speakers, our debates, and shorter statements. And the second is the preamble. We are facing indeed severe challenges and have to solve these wicked problems. They're not easy to solve, and they won't be solved. There's no solution overnight, as we have learned. Energy of the future, the value chains, the agriculture, and all the aspects. Therefore, problems need to be looked at from a 360-degree perspective, from a holistic perspective. That's the preamble, 2 points. So what are our principles that we have here agreed upon? Technologies should be beneficial, should be rewarding, convenient, fair for all. Trust was the center, trustworthy, that you can account on them, that they are affordable, not just for us here in Europe or North America, but for the whole world, that they are modular, distributed, and adaptable. So the very core of the digital ecosystem. B, trust requires time to be developed. Like a good glass of wine, like an olive oil. It's not that you just squeeze it, like a rushing through. Things need time, like a baby, and it's school time, and then it's the university, and then you develop and you found a family. It needs time to develop. Individuals will only trust technology if the technology exhibits benevolent criteria, positive criteria over time. C, the benefits, and that's clearly stated here almost in addition, to make that clear, that what is so important to us. The benefits of technology need to distribute it in a fair manner, fair play. Like the good English soccer, fair play. Yeah? D, digital solutions need to be developed and used according to the true costs, not the cheated costs, not the outsourced costs, the true costs, recognizing all the externalities. E, we believe in science very much, the power of science, from knowledge to impact. So solutions have truly to be science-based, taking total costs again into account. G, we need solutions, not little fixing things, not band-aids, solutions. They're not throwing a society, a political strategy on an agenda, which only, I have a little thing here, I fix it, but I don't cure the original cause at all. And H, digital solutions should be developed in a participatory approach. So to have again this holistic, this 360-degree fair play approach, fair play attitude, fair play passion, fair play thinking. I, technology serves best when it augments the human factor. It's not a race against the machine. It's not a race with the machine. Human is in the center, the human factors, especially in the motivation process and in educational material, education of the future. education is the core of humanity. I mean, a baby goes to kindergarten with 3, education starts, primary school and lifelong, but lifelong not as a machine, lifelong as a human with, I mean, our human potential and our human restrictions. We are all humans, flesh and blood. And finally, J, technologies, we have experienced that the last 2 decades, can divide and alienate. To minimize existing and to avoid new technologies, induce barriers. The solutions need to be accessible, inclusive, explainable, AI for example, and understandable. So these is the basis, the preamble and the principles of the DEBEST Cadenabbia agenda with some fine-tuning. So the carving, like a sculpture maker, the carving is there. Of course, please allow us to the audience here and the world community to fine-tune. And on top of that, it will be announced some approaches that are understandable, that are fair, that are sustainable, and that lead to quality innovations for a better quality life for individuals, for families, for communities, for democracy, and for the world in all respect. All we can say here from Villa La Collina, from Cadenabbia, a place of trust and a privilege to be at such a beautiful place, in such a beautiful ecosystem. All of us honor that to the most. So this agenda and this principle, let us collaborate, let us come from knowledge to action, from knowledge to passion, with heart and responsibility and trust. Grazie mille, merci beaucoup, vielen Dank, thanks a lot, and all the languages of the world. Grazie.